The National Communications Authority will in the coming weeks implement new regulations aimed at checking MTN's market dominance. This was after an Accra High Court shut down a judicial review request by MTN on its market dominance tag. George Jaffe has the rest of the story.
A court presided over by Justice J.R. Siedu argued that the review was dismissed because there was sufficient evidence that the necessary consultation was done by the regulator before the action was taken. The court also argued that the National Communications Authority did not act contrary to the law when it declared MTN as a dominant player in the telecom space. The judge, however, maintained that MTN still has an opportunity to engage the National Communications Authority on these regulations and how it should be implemented. MTN, on the other hand, per the application, was seeking to challenge the move by the regulator after he was declared as a dominant player because he has more than 40% stake in all markets that he operates. In the court application secured by Joy Business, MTN was of the view that the declaration by the National Communications Authority was done in breach of their right to be heard in violation of procedure of fairness. But the National Communications Authority, on the other hand, maintained that there had been significant engagement with MTN on this issue since 2016. Unless MTN is able to fast-track the process to halt the implementation of this ruling by appealing, then the National Communications Authority can go ahead and take actions to check the MTN's monopoly tag. This, analysts say, could negatively affect some service offerings by the telecoms giant. The telecoms operator itself, on the other hand, says going ahead with this move could seriously affect some critical services that it offers to the public as well as its profits. Joy Business understands that the National Communications Authority is in the process of finalizing these regulations that is expected to be implemented very soon. Some industry analysts have also argued that going ahead to implement this move by the regulator may affect future investments into the telecom space.
Meanwhile, telecoms giant MTN is warning that moves by the regulator will seriously impact on its growth. It argues that it will also affect its performance, innovation, and competitiveness in the telecoms market. These concerns were captured in the telecom giant half-year performance statement for this year as it sought to outline several scenarios on how the enforcement of the move will affect its operations. Stock market watcher Bertha Atuiga joins us for a conversation. Hello, Bertha. How are investors reacting to this? Any signs on the stock market? All right, Bertha, if you could unmute.
Can you hear me now?
All right, yes, I can hear you. So I'm asking, have there been, are you seeing any reactions on the stock market yet?
Well, lately, I would say no, because we haven't seen the millions of shares that we usually see trading in MTN on the Ghana Stock Exchange. And I would say this is the case because the Ghana Stock Exchange is not as efficient as other markets that respond swiftly to information like what we see right now with the National Communications Authority. So if the Ghana Stock Exchange were to be an efficient market like the London Stock Exchange, then we could have seen a significant impact on the price of the equity and even its movement and even volumes on the stock market. But that is not the case on the Ghana Stock Exchange.
But do you see that happening at all? Probably, if not immediately, maybe in a couple of weeks or months?
Well, it's been the trend on the stock market. You know, the MTN Ghana is one of the equities that is contributing significantly to the worth of the Ghana Stock Exchange, if I will put it that way. Because if you look at MTN's current market capitalization, which is 7.25 billion Ghana cedis, you can say it is a high market cap equity. And it's been trading significant volumes of shares on the stock market in the past, let's say for the last 1 month, it's been one of the most traded equity on the stock market. And from beginning of the year till now, it's traded over 340 million shares on the stock market, and that is the highest. So going forward, we could see some trades taking place, some huge volumes taking place in MTN on the stock market, but it's not going to have a significant impact regarding its performance on the exchange.
All right, thank you very much, Bertha Atuiga, bringing us an update from the stock market.